All right. What's going on, you guys? How y'all doing? It's your boy, James AJ Campbell, JC in the building. And today, I wanted to hit you guys with a little something based on the community. As you guys know, we got our organization. Welcome back. Before I get into that, welcome back to Dvine Heart and Soul. We took a little bit from our regular business, which is Dvine Interventions, where we actually do prevention nowadays. But, prior to that, we've done many other things throughout the county, in San Bernardino County, contracting with DBH probation, that type of thing. And also another organization called TAPE, which is Transitional Age Youth, foster youth that are emancipated and homeless. So I just wanted to address and talk a little bit today about some issues, because some of the hard-hitting issues, right? Why we have so many homeless youth today, why we have so many homeless people today, period. And, to talk about some solutions, like what can we do, not just to talk about it, right? But what can we seriously do right now to make a change in that area? And so that's what this podcast is going to be about. I hope that you guys continue to rock with me because we just going to be keeping it 100 on this and talking about those hard-hitting issues. So as a founder and as a CEO of Dvine Interventions, we came up with this podcast. And, we just doing the best that we can with what we got. And we just want to put positivity in the air, love in the air, solutions in the air. I'm a father, right? So of 5, I have adult children. Me and the missus are empty nesters. So I'm a community leader. So a business owner. So when I'm talking from so many different perceptions and with so much depth, right? And I'm still growing, I'm still learning, and I'm on fire, and I just want to use my voice. And we actually did a reel this week about, your voice matters, your ideas matter, right? But we won't know unless you use it, unless you apply it, like right now. Don't wait, like right now is the best time to apply it. So I know that we have some educational, inequities, like where it's unbalanced, right? I'm talking about things that are not fair, not just only in my community, but if you look across the country, like right now where you are, right, you will see the same disparities in educations for, lower income people, African Americans, Hispanic culture, right? Like it's just an unbalanced system right now, or based on your social economic situation, how much money you bringing in your household, right? And so there's some huge disparities right there, and some things that we got to work on. And the question is what can we do to get around it and to do better and to address it, right? Number one, I know that, funding, resources is an issue, but they do have certain amounts of monies that they get into the schools, whether it's middle schools or high schools. I know the colleges out there, especially the bigger colleges where we have the JC, they're all funded. But the question is, are we focused on the right things for the needs of the community, right? That's the question in the situation at hand. You got the LCAP, and there's certain monies that are dropped into these 3 buckets. And the question is that money going to the right areas and being used properly to produce productive students, versus going to high school to prison, or high school to homeless, or high school to fentanyl, right? And just dropping off. And these are what we are trying to do, at least with our organization. I know there's a ton of organizations across the country that are probably trying to do the same thing. So would love for you guys to engage with me, because we have to talk about these things and put them on the table because these are real issues, right? We have young parents out there that need help, that need coaching, right? So, some of the things that we could do with that funding is focus maybe more on more programs, after school programs, right? To help parents out, to help students out, right? While their parents are working and they need help with their academics, by having these programs that actually specifically focus on helping these students to get through or helping some of these parents to get through strategically, I think we could improve our educational outcomes. So again, that's what we're talking about here today. I hope that you guys rock with me. I hope that you guys drop a comment because I wanted to talk about some real issues that I see within our community. And again, I know it's across the country because when I look at financial literacy, it's at a high. Right. There are some folks that are responsible within the community. We have banking industries that could come in and give back and talk a little bit more and be visible and have different programs where we keep our monies at that could come into some of the schools and the colleges or partner up with the local community-based organizations and pour into them and give them training materials and curriculums, because I know that all the banks may not and cannot come to every particular school or organization. But guess what? You can probably help with your funding so that, basically these organizations could sustain themselves and actually go out there and be the boots on the ground. And I'm sure that they have different training programs, because I've heard of different things like, not to say any names, but programs like Money Smart, just to throw one out there, where, basically organizations could probably take that, hand it down, run with it, and do the work, which would be really awesome because it is so desperately needed within the community. We're talking about credit, credit building. That's another big one right there. A lot of our adults don't have credit, are not really sure as to how to grow their credit. Now, we're not going to even get into business credit because that's a whole nother era, because we can't even get into that if our personal credit is not good. If we don't even have, if we're leaving, paycheck to paycheck. So this is why, so badly, we need to have financial literacy, in the place, in the schools, so that kids are learning this, so that parents have the opportunity to learn this, so that our communities could thrive. And if our communities could thrive, then guess what? That can make our businesses thrive, because coming into the equation, when they step out to do whatever business transactions, they have an understanding of it. Maya Angelou says, when you know better, you can do better. So how can students and parents do better if they don't know better? So what I'm saying is we have to step our game up so that we can do better. I believe that there should be programs for housing, for vehicles, for solar, for cell phones, for just all of the different things out there. First time, I would say business owners or whatever. There should be programs like that to support different businesses, students, right? We need to support single parent homes, right? And if those programs are out there, we need to know about them, because one of the issues, if those programs are out there, we don't know, and we're not doing a good job getting that information out there. So the best way, I believe, to get that information out there is for these businesses and these institutions to partner up with community-based organizations, and basically let us help you be the boots on the ground and to get the information out there. And to come on, actually, shows like this, podcasts like Dvine Heart and Soul, And eventually that's what we're going to be doing. So y'all keep on rocking with us. We're going to be looking for those community partners and business owners and folks that we can get on here and talk about these issues. But until then, I'm going to keep sounding the alarm and talking about these issues. So I want you guys to share this, because I've been, doing community work for a long time. And I know right now with this first show that we're doing, talking about education, equity, it's needed, and it's something that needs to be talked about. So last week we did our first show as an introduction. Did not know what I was doing, but listen, it takes courage, right? It takes courage. Courage is not always knowing that you're right about something, but courage is stepping into that fear and still moving forward and knowing that you could be wrong, right, about what you're doing and how you're doing it. And guess what? To me, like in this game right here, the podcast game, listen, you just got to go for it and just don't keep walking around the swimming pool. You got to stick your toe in, because this information, I feel that I'm putting out, and I hope that you guys agree with me by rocking with me and dropping a comment and sharing it. I hope that I'm not the only one that feels like it, but I feel like I have some value to add to parents, to educators out there that work within the school district, dignitaries, whether you're a county supervisor, a congressman, an assemblyman, a senator, whoever you are, different organizations, a CEO, a founder, right? I feel like I have something to give you to help out. But if you want to stay connected, you can reach me at James A.J. Campbell, right? James A.J. Campbell. I'm on Facebook. I'm on all of the handles. I'm on Instagram. Just go in there, drop me an inbox. You can catch me on LinkedIn. Drop me an inbox, and guess what? I will respond. I'm doing this because I want to connect and I care. And I think together we're better. And so every show you're going to hear me talking about this on Dvine, Heart and Soul, about, look, let's connect, let's work together, let's build together. And that's going to be one of the things that I'm going to be talking about together too as well on this show, is how we got to start collaborating and working together, right? We have to value everybody, right? We have to work them into our circle. We have to work them into, our table. That's how we're going to get better. But with that, you guys, I want to thank you guys for listening to this episode on Dvine, Heart and Soul. And the title is Education Equity. We're talking about solutions. We're talking about some of the issues and problems that we see right now today, in the schools, in the colleges, and how we can get better and what are some of the solutions. So y'all check it out. Y'all make sure you share it. Get back with me. Holler at your boy. I'm here. This is what we do. Get ready, because we're going to be bringing that heat for the streets, for the pods. So I hope that we just keep, engaging. I'm looking forward to it. Have an amazing day, you guys. I'll catch you guys on the next one. It's your boy, James A.J. Campbell, JC in the building. I'm out. I'm doing my part. Do yours.